Hey everybody, Nick here, and today I want to make a quick video for you about California legal automatic knives and talk about which of these happens to be my favorite. So California is a state in the U.S. and they happen to have very, very restrictive laws on automatic knives. It's actually not the case that they ban them entirely, which is maybe a little bit surprising, given that they are relatively happy to ban things in general. But what instead they have is a law that says any automatic knife needs to be under 2 inches in order to be carried. Apparently, and I am not a lawyer, consult your lawyer. Not a lawyer, this is not legal advice, I am a jackass. And if you tell a judge that you got your legal advice from a guy on YouTube who sounds like me, he is going to laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh as he sends your ass to jail. Anyways, I digress. You can apparently have bigger than that automatic knives at home. You just can never carry them. And given that I'm going to be moving to California here soon for work, I figured I'd check out some automatic options here. The company that I chose to look at for automatics is Pro-Tech knives. They're a company that makes automatic knives that are very easy to disassemble. They use really good screws, and they tend to have, well, frankly, they've been really, good in the community in general. Pro-Tech does good work, and I've always appreciated their stuff. And they're actually a California-based company. And so, as a result, they've got a series of knives that are California legal. And I've actually bought all 3 of them here. Thank you very much to my buddies over at Hellacious Blades in York, South Carolina, for hooking me up here. But nonetheless, I've bought all 3 of them, and I want to talk about them. This is the Pro-Tech Runt, the Pro-Tech Sprint, and the Pro-Tech Half-Breed. The Runt is, in some ways, actually, it is my least favorite of these in pretty much every way. But it does have one big advantage, and that is that this is a slightly beefier version of a California legal automatic knife. You can see here that the blade stock is thicker than on the Sprint or on the Half-Breed. You can see that the grind is a lot heavier. This is going to be a knife that's going to be a lot harder to injure if you're planning to hard use your 2-inch automatic knife. That's not a phrase that I ever expected I would be uttering, but that is really the sole advantage that the Runt has. Unfortunately, though, the Runt has some major disadvantages. It is tip-down carry only, and more importantly, it is tip-down carry only, and the way that you extract it from the pocket because of this clip that is very, very tight and has these screws here is that you have to pinch it, and it's very easy to pinch it and end up pinching the button and deploying the... It's an ugly situation. So this is a knife that I really don't recommend. Maybe if you need a hard-use 2-inch automatic knife, then you might think about this. Maybe they'll create a version down the road that's drilled properly for tip-down carry, tip-up carry, that is. But either way, this is not where I'm going to send you. Instead, I'm going to send you to one of these 2. This is the Pro-Tech Sprint and the Half-Breed. The only difference between these 2, blade-wise, they are exactly identical, but this is using the handle from the Pro-Tech Sprint. This one's using the one from the Newport. Practically speaking, internally, they are identical. They're both pretty easy to take apart, maintain, etc. They're both pretty ergonomic, actually speaking. The big question about these 2 is, well, what's your hand size here? Because the Sprint works pretty well for me with my relatively small hands. I get a 3-finger grip on this guy, and it works. It's also obscenely easy to carry. It's very, very small clip, very subtle. I love this knife. I think it's a really great option, and for me, the Sprint absolutely 100% wins. I'm selling both of these actually this afternoon. So there you go. This guy is a much better choice, though, if you were looking for a California legal knife, automatic that is, but you've got really big hands, because this will give you the opportunity. For me, I have, a 4-finger grip plus a little bit on the bottom there. This is absolutely going to be great no matter your hand size there. And so this provides an option for big hands, this provides an option for smaller hands, and this also provides a super compact carry option and a super lightweight carry option. I mean, seriously, this is the lightest of them by a pretty heavy margin here. This comes in at 1.6 ounces as opposed to this guy, which is 2.01 ounces, as opposed to this guy, which comes in at 1.99 ounces. So this guy really does offer a really compelling carry experience. So for me, I wouldn't even consider the Runt. It's maybe fine, but as much as I love cheering for the run of the litter, that's not going to be the choice. And instead, the question is, do you want something that's super small and easy to carry in the Sprint, or do you want something that's designed for ergonomics in bigger hands, and that's the Half-Breed? There are other options out there, 100%. I'm sure there are other companies out there, but Pro-Tech's a company I like. I've been impressed with their stuff in the past, and they're generally good actors in the community, so I figured I'd highlight them. And, my eventual choice for my California legal automatic knife is going to be the Sprint here. It's a really nice knife, and, yeah, absolutely. But there are lots of other options out there for you. Hope this has been interesting to you. Again, not a lawyer. Consult your lawyer before you carry anything in anywhere for that matter. And hope you have yourselves just an absolutely wonderful rest of your day. Bye now.